This week we're in Daniel Boone National Forest in the Great Meadows campground. This is the raccoon loop. There are 7 campsites here. I'm the only person here. Of course, it is a Thursday. The deer loop is right down there. It has 11 campsites in it, but the Park and Fish and Wildlife are here trapping bear, so I just stayed away from them. Come up here all off to myself, but I would like to go talk to them and see how their bear trapping's going. Got the Jeep leveled up. Let me get the tent up, and I just thought of something as I started undoing the tent. I'll show you. It ain't no secret or a hack. It's just something that I do, helps speed up the process. It's gonna be hard to do with one hand. Let me get over here. Anyway, as you take your cover off, go ahead and undo all your Velcro straps as you go. Even the ones here on the side, there's 2 on the side. If you undo these while you're going, if I had 2 hands it'd be easier, but that's just one less trip around the Jeep that you have to take to get the cover off and get it unstrapped, ready to set up. And there it is. I went ahead and popped the awning out. There's supposed to be some rain come in about sunset. Here's my view. So I get I was reading the information sign, and this creek has trout in it. Trout. Can't even say it. It's so hot. Anyway, I think in the back of this Jeep there is a fly rod. Yeah, I bought this at Walmart probably 2 years ago. Aha. And I don't have any baits with me, but I just saw one tied on it. So if I get hung up in a tree where I break it off, that's all she wrote. Let's get this thing put together and go see if I can catch a trout. I don't even know what this is, but if I was a trout, I'd eat it. I come down here, nice little calm spot, deep hole water. Just for the record, I've never done this before, as you can tell. I've already got my fly all the way back through my eyes. I don't know. I may have too much leader line on here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Camera's kind of pointing over that way. Oh, that worked pretty good. There's a little eddy in here. Just thinking, yeah, there's a little eddy in here. And the water's kind of going back that way. I tell you, if I catch one, it'll be a first. Oh, there's a little swirl right there. Shit. Hung a tree. Oh, son, I got her out there that time. Yeah, hell. Hook this thing. Whew, it's cold. Starting to look bad right back in there. I maybe better go fix me some supper before the storm gets here. I didn't have any luck fly fishing. Maybe this storm will go north east of us and the creek won't get all blowed out and muddy, and I can try again in the morning. I got everything ready. Got me some wood. Was going to start a fire, and I realized I got Kingsford charcoal instead of matchlight, and I don't have any lighter fluid. So I guess I'm going to be frying potatoes on this. If you don't have a fillet knife in your camping setup, you need one, because where it's thin and flexible, it will cut through these potatoes with no effort. I could have washed it off, I guess. Look at the mud on it. Could just be on my finger. I'm going to slice them pretty thin so that maybe they'll cook faster. If I seem to be struggling a little bit in this video, that's because nothing was planned, and now it's going to start raining. I just threw a bunch of stuff in the Jeep and took off. I had to move under the canopy or the awning. Starting to rain a little harder. Got the potato. I have to get that so a bear don't come in here tonight. A lot of people don't like deer meat, but a lot of people tend to overcook it. Like any wild game, you just pretty much sear it on both sides. The middle will still be a little bit of red. If you cook it all the way through, it'll be real chewy. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like deer meat, it's too tough. You've cooked it too long if it's tough. Deer tenderloin, fried potatoes, homegrown tomatoes, out here in the middle of the Daniel Boone National Forest. Good morning. Day number 2. The storms went around us last night, so got lucky there. I've already been up and been walking around a little bit, but I'm gonna give this trout fishing another go. From my campsite down there, I can see a pretty big pool of water going up through here, so I'm gonna walk upstream and try it. I will say this, these little mountain streams are deeper and moving quicker than you think, according to the literature over there. That it's got quite a bit of trout in here, but I haven't seen one yet. I've come to the conclusion, either I suck at fly fishing or there's no trout in this stream. I think I'll go back, cook me some breakfast. I think I'm gonna head out for a midday hike. Right there is where I started from. I hiked to here. It says 2 miles. I'm gonna go up the Gobbler Trail, or Gobbler Arch, and down this one, marked bench, back to here, and then follow the creek back up to the camp. First creek crossing. I didn't really want to get my feet wet, but here we go. This is Gobbler's Arch, 2 miles. Then we're gonna come back down Mark Branch Trail. I'm 3 miles in. I haven't seen an arch yet, but there's a big rock overhangs and rock walls. I did see a yellow jacket's nest. It was just off the trail a little bit, but now it's got me paranoid, and every time I hear a bee, I think I've stepped in one. I hope this trail has an arch on it, and that's just not the name of it. Another big overhang. I gotta go back out down through there. I still haven't found an arch. I feel cold air coming from back in here. There's a big old overhang. Pretty sure those are bear tracks. I think we're gonna keep on trucking in. Alright, this here's pretty neat. I'm about 6 miles in. I still haven't seen an arch. Maybe it's like right here at the end, right before I have to turn in and go back. Lo and behold. Gobbler's Arch. Starting to get worried. Thought it was just the name of it. That breeze coming through here feels good. Pretty decent sized arch. Old trail kind of twists and turns on top of that ridge. I think Crowley straightened it out a little bit. There's just a lot of turns and nooks and switchbacks that I think just added to the length of it. I think you could have got here a lot quicker. Anyway, here it is, Gobbler's Arch. I'm gonna jump on this and shoot back over the hill. I made it down to the Sheltoe Trace. I'm gonna head down through here and circle back around the creek and head towards the truck. I'm getting really low on water. I dropped my bottle and spilled about half of it, so I'll probably just get some out of this creek and say the hell with it. Made it back 11.25 miles. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I was coming up a bank. My back foot slipped and put a lot of strain on my left leg, and it started cramping pretty bad. So I was gonna take the Sheltoe Trace all the way back to here and just cross the creek at the Jeep, but I crossed it downstream a little earlier and got on the road just in case the worst happened. I guess now I'll get naked and take a shower in the rain.